Good morning. Welcome to Cobb TV. I'm Sherry Kell. Joining me in the studio this morning is Chairman Mike Boyce. Chairman, good morning. Welcome.
Thanks, Sherry. It's good to be back with you.
You're here for your weekly update. Another busy week. What would you like the viewers to know about this week?
Well, first of all, I'd like to highlight that their board is still continuing to maintain the momentum that it generated at the start of the year. First of all, I'd like to welcome Commissioner Lisa Cupid as our new vice chairwoman. She brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the position, and I'm looking forward to working with her. Secondly, I remember last week I was talking about the number of things that were on the agenda item for a board meeting. Today, I'd like my newest prop is I'd like to show people that this is something called a zoning analysis book, and it has over 20 cases of zoning issues that your board is going to have to confront here or deal with the next month. And I just want to again highlight to the voters out there and anyone who else is watching that this is a very hard-working board. They have a lot of responsibility, have to do a lot of homework, including me, to make sure this county continues to maintain the reputation of being an efficient county where we watch our tax dollars very, very carefully, and we let you know how we spend them in a transparent manner.
Indeed. What else is the board up to?
Well, as you know, we're starting to put together the new budget process. At the end of this month, we have a work session where we're going to start implementing a new procedure where every department is going to come in liaison with its board-designated liaison person to present their budget for 2018, again, dealing with this manner of openness and transparency. I know people are sometimes feeling like they're really giving too much information out there, but the reality is there is no good time. So my philosophy is let's get it out there out front. Let's put it on our webpage. Let's put it on the emails we send to people. Let's put it on these videos on Channel 23, Facebook, Twitter. Let's let people know that this government, in every way, shape, or form, wants to communicate what we're doing because we're proud of what we're doing for our citizens in this county.
Great. What else has the board been tackling? Has there been any movement with the Braves issue?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I think that's important that we, first of all, clarify there's been some misunderstanding about what this is all about. This is another product of my effort to bring openness and transparency to the government. First of all, the Braves did not come to me. I went to them. I knew about this $14 million part of the memorandum from day one because I've been following this obviously for 3 years since I ran on one of the issues was when I ran on one of the campaigns involving the bond issue. So I wanted to make sure that we were dealing with this so the Braves would understand that we're a reliable partner. And so the Braves did not come to me. This is not additional money that they're seeking for. This is an amount, an agreement that has been there from the inception. And it involves both a legal aspect of it. The county has to have a contract with any other vendor or any other party to make sure that if we're going to spend their money, the public can see how we're spending the money. And there simply have been no contracts related to that. And I know there's been a lot of discussion about what has been done down there. Could it count for that $14 million? And all I can ask people is to be very little patient here because this involves very legal language that we have to meet with. It's all well and good to take the 50,000-foot view of it, but we have to deal with the contracts and the agreements as they were written, and they're very specific about what qualifies for that $14 million and what doesn't. What I can tell you is that Mr. Hankerson and our county attorneys met again with the Braves this week, and I was told by all parties that they were good talks, they're very productive, and I'm very confident that we're going to come out of this, A, with a resolution that's going to satisfy both sides, both the Braves and us, and B, is going to reflect that this county lives up to its obligations. We're going to be seen as a good faith partner, because we cannot have the business community thinking that regardless of who our partner is, that we don't live up to our obligations. And C, this is going to be done in a transparent manner where there may be some people who don't like the way or the fact we have to spend the money, but the reality is they're going to see how we spent the money and why we spent the money. So their issues will maybe not on the fact that we tried to hide anything, but that perhaps that we did it at all. But the reality is we have to live up to our contractual obligations, and I'm committed to doing that.
How about the Braves Advisory Committee? Have they been busy this week?
Yes, they have. I think they went down to visit the Braves Stadium this week to get a tour as all part of what I saw from the outset taking all the stakeholders that are involved and impacted by the Braves Stadium and, of course, Battery Park to make sure they see what's happening down there. As you know, the Braves released their traffic management plan last week, and that's because they now are assured that the county is going to have the bridge across 285 done, and they couldn't very well release that plan unless they knew that that bridge was going to be done. So they released the traffic management plan. This committee continues to either meet regularly, the advisory committee meets regularly, or by telephone once a week to talk about these issues. I think many of you have seen the famous board that Bob Bott had with the strings and the stickies on it. But I can assure you there's substance behind those boards. This is not just a prop. This is something where real things are getting done and people are talking. And I can assure you that from what I'm hearing from the people that are involved in the advisory committee, they're very, very appreciative of this effort.
Great. Well, our next board meeting is February 14th, week after next.
Right.
Is there anything you'd like to highlight leading into that meeting?
Yes, I would. As you all know, we have an incredible staff in this county. And I keep saying this over and over again, but I cannot say it enough. They have been loyal and they've been patient. And they have many of them have not been compensated for the work that they have been doing at the appropriate level. So I've committed, as I said during my first meeting, that we're going to address this pay study and we're going to find a way to implement that. And I'm working very hard, and I've assured, put this message out that next month the county employees are going to get some message about what we're doing with this. And I'm hoping, I can't make any guarantees because I have to work with the board to get the votes, but I'm working very hard that on the 14th of February, my goal is to pass that pay study so that these employees in this county can finally recognize that we truly have their back and we recognize and appreciate what they've done. But more importantly, we're going to pay them in a manner that's commensurate with their responsibilities and their duties.
Well, I'm sure that's a message that will be warmly received.
I'm sure it will be. You may be one of them for all I know. But no, it's been, I cannot be more pleased by what I've seen from the board. They are truly hardworking representatives of all the people in this county. I know they represent their districts, but that has been the best pleasant surprise is that how well this board works together. They just, my sense was they just wanted to be kept more in the loop, and I'm working more and more every day to make sure that there are no surprises, which is my commitment to them. That whatever we do in this board in this county, they know about it first from me or from the staff, so they can make an informed opinion, and that's my focus with them right now. And I can assure you they're working equally. So,
terrific. Well, we appreciate you stopping by today, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
All right. Well, have a great week now. Thank you for
too.
having me, Sherry.
You're welcome.